You can mute first, mute.
All right. Am I audible, everyone?
Clear.
Okay. Thank you so much for Mr. Cook for uh, giving me chance to be a moderator in this great platform, which is OTA community. Okay. Without further ado, I would like to welcome everyone here: Mr. Sunshine, Livia, Novia, Sony, Tati, Mr. Ku, Moonshine, Irfan, Budi, Mawar, and Mr. Tommy. While waiting for others, a little bit about discussion today. Basically, I finally come up with this topic because of Mr. Ku. Mr. Ku has a lot of inspirations, yeah. So, FBB, yes, I guess that it's a good topic to discuss because it's a hot topic. Well, we know that a couple days ago, let's say, in some podcasts, let's say, what do we call? Teddy Kobusier talk about that as well. So maybe I think it's good as well if we can discuss about it. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, everyone. Wait a moment. Okay, can you see my screen? Hey, is it clear? Yes, it's clear, but agak but a little bit connection, I guess. All right. Okay. All right. Tonight we're going to discuss about friends with benefits relationship. Here it is. I'm so nervous to bring this topic, really. Okay. The first question. Okay, the first question. What does it mean? And is it right or wrong for you? Wow. I can see Livia here raise her hand. Livia.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn down the hand, but it's okay. I will answer.
Sure. I was about to choose you to answer my question. Go on.
Um, Thank you. All right. So, what does it mean, and is it right or wrong for me? Like, because I am from a psychology background, so I think everyone must have their own reason and their own perspective towards why they would like go through friends with benefit kind of relationship. And um, as far as I know, people who do this, it means that they wanna have the entertaining part of relationship. What will you do with your partner? Usually, like maybe having sex, or maybe some kind of intimacy, or maybe like affection and physical touch kind of thing. But they try to avoid the difficult aspect of relationship. It means that it can be the commitment, or the exclusivity, and the um, how to make someone a priority in yourself, which means that you have to um, invest a lot of times and effort, and for them it is difficult. So that's why they choose to stay in between that kind of thing. Get they want to get the benefit and the entertaining part, but they want to avoid the commitment or the difficult part, so they choose to stay in this kind of relationship, friend with benefits. I think
That-
it's not right or wrong, but you know lah, that kind of people who don't want to be in a committed relationship, but they want to enjoy the benefit of it. Thank you.
does it always about sex?
Most of the times I know people say that they do sex with their friends. So that's why it's called friend with benefits. But I like to give a more wide perspective into it. I like to give it more space to define itself, so people can use these terms not just about sex, but it can be about the other aspect of life, such as like working together, having business together. So it means it can give you both of you the benefit, or you can like stay together in the same house or in the same and share the expense together. It can be friends with benefit also, but mostly people use that in terms of having sex. Yeah.
In terms of sex. So do you agree that friends with benefits is not always about sex, having sex, but most of them it's all about having sex?
I agree. Could be. Could be.
All right. Thank you, Miss Lipia.
Thank you.
All right. What about Miss Mawar? Go on, Miss Mawar.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator. Maybe if there is something wrong in my opinion, just correct me, right? Regarding this topic, I was wonder about the F.W.B or stand for Friends with Benefit, and I just wonder about the benefit. What will they get in terms of this? And basically, when I surf on the website, I just found the definition of those benefits. These benefits is refers to the sexual satisfaction, and basically, FWB or friends with benefit, it can be defined as a sexual activity where two people have consent to have sex without involving any emotional feeling, I guess. And they said they do this activity because they want to fulfill their sexual desire through this activity in open relationship. So I think there is a relation with an open relationship. And I also found that in this society, there's a type of person who being active in sexual activity. So that's why they do this FWB to explore more about their desire without any commitment. And finally, I could say that this is a new form of free sex, which this culture is adapted from a Western country, I guess, and it's already prevalent in society in several countries, particularly in Indonesia. And to respond this phenomenon, maybe I have strong principle that this phenomenon is not suitable for me as a Muslim, and I have strong principle that this activity brings not benefit, instead they brings disaster, I guess. But maybe we can respond it. We can discuss it more later. I think that's enough, Mr. Moderator.
All right. Thank you, Mawar. It's interesting when you say that open relationship. As I know that open relationship is when you have a relationship with someone, let's say that you are married, and then you decided to have another relationship with someone else. So that's what we call open relationship. someone who brings, or maybe who is doing this kind of relationship is Chris Rock. You know Chris Rock, who the actress who was clapping and comic in the Oscar festival. Yeah, he uh, yeah he is open relationship. He is in open relationship. He married someone. He married his wife, but he also get involved in other relationships. That's what we call open relationships. Yeah, it can be F.W.B as well, but open relationships is more wider. You have your own relationship, but you still open for the other relationships. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mawar, for bringing that up. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sunshine. Wow, this is the go on, Mr. Sunshine.
Okay, so Mr. Tommy, please. I look forward to listening to the explanations coming from our senior, Mr. Tommy, that always gained weight. Okay, because his name is Tommy Wisuda. Okay, so I like to give a different approach to what people say FVB. I do agree with the new camouflage perspective of free sex that what have been delivered before by our sister Mama. But I personally want to highlight friends right here. Okay, because there is a very close difference in having sex with somebody you know and you do not know at all, that you just build connection through social network or social medias. Because I believe that having sex needs a convenience, a trust, and that's why it highlights the friends right here. Okay, means that there would be enough time for you to spend memories together so that you can feel like, okay, I can do it with you. Okay. Instead of perceiving this issue to more exposures of having sex, I would like to I like to see from different approach, as I said before. It's like the curiosity. Okay, if you are somebody that is so timid when it comes to something intimate, I guess friend can become a medium, a very easy person that can embrace you. And probably some introverts with introverts or introverts with extroverts, you do not know how to channel, how to get in touch and directly or indirectly relate to everything about sex, because I do not know. Sex currently have becoming something quite common, and to not experience it, okay, in earlier age, I mean, younger, sometimes will be mocked all the time. But yeah, even though I know exactly that this is a blatant Western culture. Okay, so yeah, Africa is like a means for you to interact with people and to know a bit more about sex. Not just about sex. I mean, like when there's like a very direct sexual intercourse like that. No. Okay, probably some of you still quite shy to even touch other to even touch people with different sex. Probably, yeah. So we learn how to we learn. Okay, so and so on and so forth. Okay, that's from me. Thank you so much.
So it should be your best friend if you wanna do a friends with benefits relationship, Mr. Sunshine.
Okay, and that's why I mean, like, FVB can be widely interpreted to cover, how to say, limitless gender. So the highlighted part will be the convenience, sense of comfortable when you are around her. when you are around her or around him. So it can be the opening gate of of homosexuals and lesbian or even straight type sex. Okay, so as long as you feel convenience with your sexual partners, I suppose. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, oh, so it's so wider for you. It means that it can be like man, that when man, women, when women, to have
Yeah, yeah,
friends with
yeah.
benefit as well. Oh,
Uh,
right. Wow.
okay.
It's going to be interesting topic tonight to discuss. Yeah. So, well. Is there any? I wanna ask about one other boy, maybe one man here, Mr. Satya. What do you think about this, Mr. Satya? What does it mean, and is it right or wrong for you, Mr. Satya?
Hi, thank you. I honestly don't know. But what I think about friends with benefits is like two friends, whatever gender they are, can do anything to each other and telling each other things without boundaries, without limits. And they both can, and they both agree to do it. So I think that's the simplest explanation from me.
Okay, when it comes to agreement, so do you mean that there are some rules to do a friends with benefits?
If we're talking about roles, I think it's between both of them, or I don't know, three of them. I don't know how
Oh,
many.
it can be three.
It can be more than friends. It's plus
Okay.
friends, so it's more than 2%. It can be more than 2 persons. It can be more than two
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Uh,
If you were in the situation, let's say that you did oh, I cannot imagine. Let's say that you do a friends with benefit relationship, yeah. In your opinion, what roles do you wanna get or do you wanna have to do it?
oh, believe me, I wish I want to. I wish I can have that. But I don't know. I never have this kind of relation. But to me, I think I don't know. They can share what they don't feel comfortable about each other's. At some point, uh, in the time being when they stick together, they will know each other deeper. So I think they will talk about something that makes them uncomfortable with each other, and I think they can compromise. So that's where the rules comes in.
Mhm. When it comes to the uh, really friends with benefits, it means that you need to get along with the partner first before doing it.
Well, if we're not talking about sex only, yes.
Yeah, it can be wider.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Satya, for your opinion.
Thank you.
Okay, well, everyone, I have to thank you for all of your definition of friends benefits. Even here, according to the okay, according to the bridge.com, the definition of a friends with benefits relationship is one in which two people are physically intimate with one another, yet they are not committed to each other in any way. Not committed in each other in any way. People involved in a friends with benefits relationship clearly enjoy spending time together, but their relationship isn't romantic and has no strings attached. I like the because you are not only talking about the sex as well, because I feel that friends with benefits it can be wider. So, like Mr. Livia, the first time it can be about business, it can be about uh, sharing each other. All right. And the next question: why do some people choose to have a friends with benefits relationship? Are they afraid of having a serious relationship, or is it just for fun? All right. Okay, Mr. Iksan, go on.
Thank you for the opportunity to deliver my opinion about this.
Yes, go on.
For me, I think the reason why people have fun with benefit because they don't want to serious or commit with one another's partner, or like they still want to playing with another one, another guy with another girl, and others. Probably it's kind of open relationship, but uh, as far as I know, open relationship is when you are attracted to one each other, but it's more intimate. But in friend with benefit, they didn't have to commit. They didn't want to commit with their partner because they still want to play their life with another one and another guy and the others. That's my opinion.
Right. So, do you
Do
mean
you get
that?
my point?
Yes, I get it, friend. But I want to ask a question. Do you mean that this is the way you search the best partner for your life?
Pardon me, could you mind to repeat?
Okay. Do you mean that this is the way to this is the way for you to find the best partner for your life? Can be.
Uh, for me, not.
Not.
Actually, it's no. The statement I said before is only my my opinion about general people why they are having fun with benefit
Mhm. So,
for me.
yeah, my question also about general one about the people. It's not about you. So, do you think that's can be the reason why people do friends with benefit because of they want to search for or even they want to find the best couple or the best partner for their life, Mr. Iksan?
Oh yeah, I just remember I have fun of my friends.
Hmm.
They're having fun with benefit with others. They have many people really engaged to him. There are a lot of, and from that they're like this.
Hello, Mr. February.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, wait. I'm going to
Yeah.
remind you. Wait a second. For all of you who have raised your hand, I'm so sorry. If we will join in the second section because the Zoom meeting will be stopped less than 1 minute.
Oh,
I don't know. I was last to check the Zoom. It was not pro. Okay, later on you can join. I will share the next link in the Zoom. You just keep your raising your hand later on. Mr. Tommy, Mr. Moonshine, Livia, Miss Livia, and Miss Pucci. Oh my God! Just just prepare it your awesome perspective. I'm not the politician. How could it be? Okay, wait.
obviously. Uh, okay, but I cannot share my screen. Mr. Who? Okay. Oh, uh-huh. Waduh. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm so sorry for Mr. Ihsan. Any comment or continue your opinion about the question, Mr. Ihsan?
Where are we?
I was asking you about, do you agree that this is the way why this is the way people want to find the best partner of their life?
Okay. In my opinion, uh, it's depending on the person itself. There's not the best way. I mean, but uh, to normalize this method to find the best to find the best partner for have a relationship, I think it's not a good way for me. For me, not the others. Probably other person have another perspective that it is the best, but for me, it's not. Because as far as I know, friend with benefit is more likely they are into sexual intimacy rather than like normalized friend and other. They prefer in sexual intimacy, and in continuous way probably they will get comfortable each other, and then they having interest in each other in personality or the way we talk, and then they can have a relationship based on the comfortable and compatibility on each other. It can be also, but for me it's not the right way to do due to my religion policy. That's my
Really?
answer.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your opinion, Mr. Ishan. So now I'm going to go with Miss Livia. Miss Livia, go on, Miss Livia.
All right. Um, I little bit forgot. Wait. Okay. So, this is my perspective towards friends with benefit. Why I'm some kind of supporting it, even though I never did it, and I don't think that in the near future I will do it also. But why I agree with that, because it promotes such as honesty and openness towards like what do your partner or what do your friends or the other people expect from each other. Because in our kind of society, lah, some kind of religious society which always say that free sex is not good, free sex cannot be accepted. It comes to consequences that some people who like to do free sex and have strong sexual desire, they will try to manipulate other people or their partner in so many way in order to fulfill their needs and being selfish. So they will pretend like they give them a commitment or a false hope that they will marry them later, but actually they're not gonna marry them. They just want to get the sex. So if there is a category of friend with benefit that we can use in order to show our true honesty, like our true intention, that I just want to do sex with you and I just like having sex with you. I don't want any commitment, and I'm being honest towards what I give to you and what I expect to get from you. I think that is more healthy than being a liar or manipulative and giving the other people, like, high expectation without any proof at the end. So yeah, I think friend with benefit will save a lot of innocent people from being used by player or someone who just want to have fun or want to have sex with them. It will give them sense of honesty and transparency and fairness for me. That's why I agree with that. Thank you.
Okay. Is it a healthy relationship for you?
Sorry?
Is it a healthy relationship for you?
I think as an adult, when both of the part the men and women or etc. Yeah, they have the consent, they agree to do this kind of relationship. I think it's healthy because they both want this and know what they involve in. It's become toxic when someone try to manipulate the other one by not being honest, being dishonest, and say something that they cannot take responsibility at. For example, I will marry you, but you have to give me your virginity, for example. Yeah, because a lot of times I found this case, and for me it's so toxic. If you just want to have fun, just want to have sex, go get a person who like to do the sex only and only need the sex. You cannot use innocent people to fulfill your sexual desire by being lied to them. So for me, better being friends with benefit and transparent from the beginning than promising them a commitment that you break and that you forget at the end just for your benefit. That's it.
So it means that, is it okay for you if you were friends, let's say that you're friends with benefit partner, having other relationship?
If I already agree, it means that I don't mind for them to do. If I agree, but if I think that I cannot be in that kind of relationship because I have emotional connection, I must have emotional connection to people that I have sex with, I will not start this kind of relationship. But it's up to them if they want to do with people who want to do the same thing. The consent is the main point for me.
Oh, right. So let's say that if you want to do it like one day, so it means that you want to make like some rules, and then you told each other you were friends with benefit partner, and then you both make an agreement to do that.
Yeah, if I want to do the friend with benefit and I want the benefit of them, I will show from my intention from the very beginning, and I will be open and honest and fair about that. So they will not feel like they are being used or being tricked or being lied to into something that they don't really know what's the point of it, what's the decision of my intention. I don't want to being toxic by doing that for my own benefit. It must be beneficial for both of sides, right? That's why it's called.
Benefits, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Livia. So bold. You are so bold, really. Okay. Now, Mr. Moonshine. Moonshine. Sorry, Moonshine. Moonshine.
Okay, thank you, February, for your time, and nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm gonna answer, but disclaimer first. This is just for train our English conversation, right?
But based on your experience, it's okay as well.
So I'm gonna answer the second question first. Actually, are they afraid of having a serious relationship, or is it just for fun? Actually, in animal kingdom, there's only two kinds that using sex for fun, for recreation. It's dolphin and us, a human. Human. So besides that, they only having sex or making love or something like that, only for procreation to continue their line, their having children, something like that. So actually, why friends with benefits become common in our societies, because human already destined to be to have fun with exploring their body, or find something related to their desire and lust. And why it changed in today's society, for example, like Abrahamic religions, they want only sex for procreation, for continue their line, because in the history they want to have a lot of followers. It means that having a lot of children means a lot of I don't know what in English is rezeki. A lot of children means a lot of money, or successful in the future, something like that. So in Indonesia, actually, why they wants to have friends with benefit, it's because maybe the for psychology perspective, right? Maybe they don't want to have something like commitment, to just stuck with one people, and also because traumatic in their past, so they don't want to having a serious relationship. Because in my perspective, actually, serious relationship means marriage, right? There's no boyfriend girlfriend. It's not serious. It's just you practice to having a commitment with someone. It's not serious relationship. So that's why we have not quote something like sebelum janur kuning melengkung, something like that. So it means that boyfriend and girlfriend is not something really serious, right? But you practice how to have commitment with the others, how to love each others, and make someone else happy upon yourself. So I think that, and also why people choose to have friends with benefit, and we know that our people, Indonesian people, actually they're in FOMO, right? When something viral or happening is really happening in their society, they just follow it without knowing the consequences to their self. And I agree with Miss Mawar or Livia or something like someone else. And because when you don't know about your partner, and then a lot of sickness will come to you in the future, right? So it means that friend with benefits sometimes have positive impact in that sense, because you finally have something to lease your desire or lust, but in the other side you have to face the consequences. And also the second one, maybe because people nowadays that they're afraid of marriage. We know that actually this is my real experience. A lot of people coming to what is that religion court to asking for divorce, but only 20 or 30% agreed by the judge, because they have a lot of people coming to religion court. And also it also impact to their children, right? When they saw or see their parents fight each other, and like uh, going outside every night, going to the bar, having fun, drunk until die. It means that you have the traumatic experience in the from your close relation, right? So it means that people now see marriage as a complex situation and bad influence to your children or your neighborhood or something like that. So it means that why people will choose friend with benefits relationship, instead of serious relationship. But don't worry, stay halal, brother and sister. Thank you. Thank you, Febri.
Yeah, you're welcome. One question again. What makes people afraid of a marriage? What do you think?
First of all, actually, in Indonesia, marriage is a complex situation. First, in Western society, when you love someone and you want to marry her or marry him, you don't have to have the permission from a lot of people, right? But in Indonesia, you have to ask permission from parents, another parents, another family members, something like that. And second, the prestigious of marriage, you have to prepare the reception and then something else like that. The third is the pressure when you married. When will you have children, how to raise your children, and then gossiping from neighborhood, something like that. And then they will count your pregnancy time, right? Oh, they marry on April, but how come they already have children on June, for example, like that? And that's make a lot of people become, oh, I don't want to have a marriage with someone or a lot of people, because they feel like the pressure is to how to say it, like to a lot of burden to hold, something like that.
Okay, so let's say that you are married. You are married right now. Is it possible for you to have friends with benefit? Oh yeah, I see. You are married right now.
I always disagree with open relationship or friends with benefit when you already married, because the only sacral or promising that you have in your life is marriage, because you promise in the name of God beside the other things. When you promise that you will never naughty again, you still naughty, right? Something like that, because there's
In the
no
name of
sacral ritual or something like that. But marriage is different, because you have the sacral tradition, you have the ritual, and you promise to God, right? When you will together until die separate you, something like that. So yeah, I when I have already married or something like that, I will not have friends with benefit or open relationship, something like that.
Okay. So when you let's say that when you decided to marry someone, it means that you are ready. You were ready to face all of the things ahead.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people see marriage as a destination, but it's not destination. Actually, it's not, how to say it, like it's your life. It's perjalanan hidup. Aku sudah perjalanan hidup.
Your life
Do it
journey.
when you're ready. Not do it when people already did it or someone asked you to do it. So that's it. I don't care if I married on 37 on my age, for example, as long as I marry someone like Raisa, for example, yeah. I don't care.
Salah. Me, Isyana. Not Raisa, Isyana, it's okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Moonshine. Okay. Now we go to Mr. Tommy. Mr. Tommy, finally, you raise your hand.
No, I think I will keep my hand raising before you choose me, right? Just to
Go on.
be considered at the time from Mr. Hu, yeah, because we still see 40 minutes available in this county. Okay, regarding the topic for tonight, I'm I feel so passionate to talking about friends with benefit. Yeah, this is like a hot topic. Yeah, I think this is like continuity discussion in this group because last week we discussing about relationship as well. So it's look like higher discussion for tonight. Yeah. Moreover, if we talking about friends with benefit, and then if you trying to find out the definition from friends with benefit, it's put in sexual word in there. So, but if you read more deeply about the definition itself, it's looks like, yeah, I agree with what Mr. Febri statement previously. F.W.B. it's not only about sex, it's about relationship, right? And then for the relationship itself, it's not people who decided to be as a F.W.B. They will be, they have no plan to getting the what we call intimacy, right? Intimate. They have no plan to have intimate, but that's in my point of perspective. Intimate, it's always need if you will be, if you having sex, right? So I think it's kind of a confusing definition if you say, if you trying to find out from Google's. So if you want to having sex with someone, even though they are your wife or your wife to be, or maybe you, that's still your boyfriend, your girlfriend, it's intimacy. It's the most important ingredients to be equipped before you having sex. So I think friends with benefit is more wider than sexuality, intimacy, and something like that. But I just emphasizing about the without what we call apa, without commitment, right? It's the sunset ingredients. Yeah, because I just finishing my dinner, second dinner, so I thought about ingredients, right? Having commitment, it's like a hardly topic, because yeah, you know, relationship, uh, it's always have commitment in there. So because probably people who decided to have decided to be as a friend with benefit society, it's mean they have no commitment, right? But please be considered, commitment is always it's always equipped in our life. Commitment is always able in our life, even though you are having sex with someone, you are more openest people in the world. I think commitment is always there. For example, after you having sex with your friend, and then maybe you hang out with your friend, and then you following with the sex in the room, something like that. After you having sex, you will be talk with her, with him, because please don't talk to anyone. Yeah? We are having sex, right? Or if you are pregnancy, I will not take the responsibility to be as your, to be father, to become a father, something like that. So I think this is a kind of the most important thing to be equipped in relationship itself. So I don't know why others decide, why others define this is like Mr. Satria said in our chat, friends with benefit is called teman tapi mesra, right? Teman tapi mesra, or in English is friend is benefit, is always happen in our life, as long as you can manage, right? You can manage the impact. I think, yeah, with our old friend, with our best friend, it's kind of friends with benefits. So relationship, it's, yeah, refer that example. Relationship, it's not always about marriage. Relationship is not always about continuing with sex. Relationship is not always about woman and man, man and man, and woman, something like that. Yeah, it can be more complicated. It can be more variation. Yeah. So to answer the question number one, why do some people choose to have a friend with benefit? I just thinking benefit must be obtained in our life. So if Mr. February asking me, do you agree with friends with benefit? I agree if I agree friend with benefit with my description, not with Google description, right? And then are they afraid of having a serious relationship? Yeah, most of people, I can say, maybe I can say mostly in this group, yeah, afraid to having a serious relationship. I don't know why you overthinking about marriage. Maybe why you overthinking about having a boyfriend or having girlfriend. I don't know. Just looking for, try to find out one, and then if they are not connect, you can try to find others. Thank you so much, brother.
You're welcome. Your last statement is such a great one. Mr. Tommy, my question was, this is my question. Yeah, I know that you are married, right? So that's the reason why you can say about that. Like why people here afraid of having a serious relationship. Let's say that if you can give tips or, yeah, let's say tips, yeah, for everyone here to have a serious relationship rather than friends with benefits. So what would it be? The first step, maybe.
Everything is always difficult in the first time, right? So I can be make a conclusion. My marriage is not the first shot. Okay. No, it's mean I just married one time, yeah, but before marriage, right? We're talking before marriage, right? So that's why please don't be afraid to having a serious relationship. You can imagine in your imagination, yeah. Mr. Who always smile. Thank you, Brother February.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tommy, for your sharing. Okay, now Mr. Miss Sophie, Rua. Miss, go on.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. February, for the opportunity. I just joined actually, and then at first, I don't want to raise my hand, but after I saw the slide, I think I could answer it based on, it is something that relatable for us nowadays, like especially in Z generation. And I saw a lot of people, and especially friends of mine, doing this kind of relationship. They have friends with benefit. So I think, why do people choose to have friends benefits? Even though it could be any benefit, it could be maybe study together or whatever, but the majority of us agree that it always, or most of the time, it talking about sex, right? Having sex with someone that we don't have any feeling, I mean, like serious relationship to them, just the benefit only sex, and that's it. I think a few possible reasons for this kind of relationship. The first one is rebound, probably because the person just had broke up with their partner, while they still need some of the necessity that they need to fulfill, which is sex. So they need someone to can fulfill their lust. So they have to find someone who agree with this relationship. And then the second one, it's only having fun, that someone who afraid of commitment and then maybe just don't want to having relationship at the moment, but they want to doing the activity. So they find the friends with benefit. I'm okay with this. I mean, I don't have problem with my friends who have friends with benefit or someone who have a principle like this, but as long as both sides agree with the rules, or they completely understand what kind of relationship they're having now, like only sex, no jealousy or possessive or like other normal relationship have, right? But even though that maybe even though the both side agree at first, I think this is still fragile for both sides, because the more time they spend, the longer they have the what's the moments, they tend to have a feeling each other. It's we can just deny that it's like a natural feeling from human being. So it's fragile for people to have a friends with benefit. But I can see like some of the celebrities in Western countries have open relationship and open marriage even. For example, Will Smith and Jade, his wife, they have open marriage, and Will Smith can openly say that Jade is my wife, and the other day you saw yesterday is my girlfriend. So Will Smith have both wife and girlfriend, and that's okay for the wife, for Jade, because Jade also have boyfriend as well, while Smith is her
Oh, I guess it's because of me as the moderator tonight. So that's the reason. Oh, well, you can continue, Miss Shafi. Uh, the last.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not really sure like which part like I'm talking about when you
The last point that I noticed was about you was talking about when people have friends with benefits, sometimes they get what we call get emotional and they have a feeling.
really.
Uh,
Oh my god, that's so far, because I keep talking, and then when I was talking, I keep seeing the ceiling in my room, and I don't really pay attention to the phone until I saw, okay, I'm talking alone here. Okay, I'm just gonna, I don't wanna take everyone's time much longer, so I'm just gonna summarize this. I saw like, my point is, as long as both sides agree, even though there's no commitment, but there's still agreement is still needed to this kind of relationship. Agreement to just like the do's and don'ts in this between us, between them. So that is the first thing that they need to talk about, even though this is not such a serious relationship. I said before that I have found some celebrities in Western that has open marriage or open relationship. For example, Will Smith and his I have talked about before, yeah. And then Will Smith openly said to the public that Jade is his wife, and then the other day the girl that they saw yesterday is his girlfriend. And Jet totally okay with that, because Jet also have a boyfriend as well. So this is about agreement for both sides. Which is I think, in my point of view, no matter how fun you are, it will gonna be a bomb in the future. It's just a matter of time, because like I said before, the more time you spend with the person, like the you have much memories and moments, like even though you said that there's no intimacy, it just lost, but you still have a contact, physical contact, which is very serious. So you will have a feeling, whether you first or the other person first. We can deny that it's just natural feeling from human beings. So I think when you don't want to hurt the other person feelings, you need to cut off the friends with benefit or change the person when you think that that's the time, because like it's such a fragile, because some people, some bad people do friends with benefit because they don't want to do some of responsibilities. Like they just say, okay, I don't like you as a someone that I love, but I think we can make a good deal as a friends with benefit. But the other persons think that okay, let me just get this deal, or how should I say, it's better having a friends with benefit with this person than not at all. You know what I mean? Like, so the other person think that, okay, I need to hide my feeling because the other person didn't commit to have a relationship, so I need to keep it as a friend to stay with him, to stay with her, which is very dangerous, because when you talk about feeling, yeah, it's a very sensitive case. So I think that's my point of view, Mr. February. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, Mr. I have a question for you. Don't unmute yourself. Yes. Miss Shafi, okay. You talk about open relationship as well. You said about John Smith, not John Smith.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah. Do you agree that open relationship with is the same with friends with benefit?
Sorry? It's, I think it's different because like Will Smith and Jet still have the responsibility to raise the kids, to pay the school, and then yeah, all the other obligation, while friends with benefit completely just like having fun, two friends or two people having sex when they need. Okay, even though yeah, we agree that with benefit could be anything, but yeah, I'm assuming that everyone agrees that when we talk about friends with benefit, it tend to talking about sex. So I think it's better. I mean, it's different between open marriage and friends with benefit.
All right. So open marriage or open relationship. Let's say that someone who has a relationship, let's say marriage, and then they have another relationship with others. Can I call it as a cheating on your spouse?
Sorry. Oh, okay. The question is for me.
Yes. Can we call it as a cheating on your spouse?
Again, it is based on both agreement, both sides, whether they agree that this is count as a cheating, because cheating could be have any definition from any individual. Like when, for example, I have friend that the boyfriend is drunk and then he had sex with other girl, and then they didn't count it as a cheating because he's drunk. So it's not like his consciousness. It's just like it's like accident for them. So cheating could be in any definition. I can't say that having an open marriage or friends with benefit count as a cheating, because yeah, for me, if you ask me personally, of course, totally, it's cheating. You have physical contact, not talking about sex. You're just holding someone's hand. I count you as a cheating, even though that's your best friend, whatever. If you're, yeah, for me personally, but I completely respect if the person said, for me, it's not cheating, because like cheating when you put another feeling, or you having put more emotion to someone else, or having other serious relationship, that's totally okay too. I mean, like, I respect that.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Miss Sophie. Okay,
Thank you.
I'm going to choose one of you guys who hasn't got a chance to speak. Maybe Miss or Mr. Wabda. Wabda. Okay. Mr. Wabda. Wabda. Miss Wabda. Would you mind answering my question, Mr. Wabda? Are you there?
Yeah, Mr.
Go on.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, okay, Mr. No, I have no opinion, sir. Sorry. I okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, it's okay. No problem. All right. What about Miss? No, Miss. I guess Mr. Lauliet. Lauliet. Do I pronounce your name correctly?
Hello, hello.
Yes. Go on.
Is my voice clear?
Clear.
Okay. Based on this question, why do some people choose to have friends with benefits relationship, and are they afraid of having a serious relationship, or is just for fun? Okay. According to me, friends with benefit is just fulfill desire. I mean, like, you have many desire in your life, but for something like you need is like you maybe get difficulty in doing that one, so you like making or doing another one, so you do friends with benefit. Yeah, that's my point. I am sorry, I can give really detail about friends with benefit, because I have just joined in this meeting, and also I as long as right now I don't really pay attention for this meeting, because I'm still having dinner. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Maybe for the next questions I will pay attention, and I will give my best.
Yes, just go on, go on. Enjoy your meal.
Okay.
Okay. What about Miss Rally? Miss Rally Suwanda Agung. Oh, is it Miss or Mr.? Miss, Mr. Rally Suwanda.
Mr.
Mr. Go on, Mr. So sorry.
I don't know about friend with benefit, but yeah, I ever heard about this when I see in YouTube Daddy Composer discuss about this. According to definition, yeah, I agree. Friend with benefits related to the free sex, right? But I think it's not just about the sex, but yeah, we can get any benefit from our friend, like the kindness, something like that. Maybe our friend treat us, something like that. Everything. So in short, related to the description in the Google, I think it's not like that. That's from me. Thank you.
Okay. So what about the second question? Do you agree that they are afraid of having a real serious relationship, Mister?
I think many factor, yeah, that cause people afraid having serious relationship. Maybe about the responsibility, because when we decide to do serious relationship, we need to responsible with the people. For example, me as a man, when I commit to marry, of course, I have full 100% responsible with my wife. Of course, when I have a son, with my son, something like that. I think not everyone ready for that. They need time. They still need having fun, something like that. So they avoid serious relationship. But also many people decide to have serious relationship in the young, how to say umur in English, yeah.
Age.
Yeah, many people decide to get married in the young age, something like that, because I have friend got married, I think around 22, 21, something like that, and they not afraid with the marriage, because I think that is the best way to have partner to round this world. I think that's my opinion. Thank you.
So is it so, Mr. Rally? So is it a good way to have a friends with benefits relationship if they are not ready enough to marry someone?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat again the question?
Is it a good enough to have a friends with benefit relationship? I mean, yeah, before getting married.
No, especially for me, for us that have religion Muslim, that is not allowed in our religion. So it's better if we feel we can responsible, we have enough majority, something like that, or maybe we can say good job, and I think that is better if we just decide to get married, depend on have friend with benefit.
So how can we know that we are ready to marry someone?
Yeah, it's not about money, right? So I think it depends that people that's the people can decide to go to have married or not, and I think it depends how prepared we are. I mean, if we feel we can do responsible, and of course this is not just if we have a good job, but I think when we also when we still not have the good job, but we feel we can do responsible, I think we're ready to get married. Because in my experience, many of my friends that decide to they decide to get married before they have a good job, and now their life is good, because with the responsibility, because with the take the responsibility, I think the man can get job later. So don't fret about it.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Riley. All right. Now, oh, Mr. Raleigh, come on, Mr. Raleigh.
Is it my voice clear? Is my voice clear?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I wanna complete my opinion. For this question, for the second questions, I just want to pay attention for this. Are they afraid of having a serious relationship, or is it just for fun? When I actually I don't have any experience in doing this one, but I have watched one of the channels in YouTube that is Jakarta Uncensored and Uncensored, yeah, and they share each other. They say each other why they one in friends with benefits. Yeah, because they just want to fulfill their desire and their lust. When we say that it's just for fun, no. When we talk about having sex is really weird for many people, especially for Indonesia, because is not general thing to talk in publicly or something like in open place. So it's like uh it's like really sensitive. Yeah. And when we say it's just for fun, I don't agree with this, because when we having sex is about our self conceptions. We cannot say it's about fun. Is and how can you say you have self conception if you just feel that having sex is just for fun? That's my opinion. Thank you for this.
All right. So for someone who has who isn't ready enough to face marriage life, so friends with benefits may be the best way to I mean an other alternative way to learn how to be responsible with someone, with our spouse, or to learn how to, what do we call, how to treat someone we love. That's it.
That's question for me.
Yes, go on if you want to answer.
How, how to treat someone we love.
Mhm.
Okay, for the first is just give the best version of you, so they can I mean like they can accept whatever comes from you. They will accept it, so they can know which one is the positive one from you, this one is negative one from you, so they can accept both of them. They can accept positive and negative. when and for this for the treat I mean like the treating for someone that we love, I don't have any special treat or special thing that can make our relationship much better. It's like the special treat. I don't have it. I just give the best version of me. That's all I need and all I do. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Laudia. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. All right. We are going to discuss specifically about friends with benefit. Who is the most disadvantages or even advantages in a friends with relationship, men or women, and why? Because we know that every decision has its own what do you call effect. Yes, Miss Livia, come on.
I think the most disadvantage in a friend with benefit relationship is the one who fall in love at the end, because you know the rules of friends with benefit is having no emotional attachment, right? So
Mhm.
when you suddenly or accidentally start to feel something more, like you start to develop feelings toward them or emotional connection or emotional bonds, maybe because you start to feel comfortable with them in some ways, and you create, maybe because of if they have having sex and there is oxytocin produced by doing that, and it can create sense of bonding from that chemical reaction. And maybe because one of them start to feel like can be more than this, but the other doesn't feel the same way. Nah, it will be the most disadvantage for the people who fall in love
Oh,
first.
so, okay. So it doesn't matter man or women. It's the matter is
Can be
about
both.
can be both. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
and especially when you only doing friend with benefit one person, but the other side, the other part, doing friend with benefit with multiple person, and you start to feel like this isn't fair and this isn't what I thought could be, and I expect something more, but I cannot express it
Mhm.
honestly because I'm afraid of rejection, and I'm afraid of they will run away from me if I do that. So they try to keep their feeling low key, and they try to hide it by acting cool, acting not being affected by their partner's behavior, sexual behavior toward the other people. They they start to commit to this kind of people without saying that honestly. So it will be hurt a lot, will be hurt for that person to having commitment for someone who is emotionally unavailable and still looking towards so many people outside.
Yeah, yeah, it can be. So what is the way? Do you have any suggestion? Like, what is the best way to avoid
Oh, okay. To
both
avoid being
of them?
attached.
Let's say in terms of friends with benefits, or they don't. Yes.
Sorry, can you repeat it again?
I mean, like, get fall in love with your spouse or with your partner. How to avoid it?
Okay, how to avoid, yeah. Maybe it's from your awareness and your mind. You have to be mindful what you are
Mm-hmm.
into. So you have to understand about the rules and the games. And when you start to have feeling, you have to communicate to them because I'm the kind of person who respect honesty over, over sweet words. So better if I admit that I have feeling for you, and can we be more than just friend with benefit? Can we turn into something more serious, like committed relationship, and can we be a lover, or can we be even more than just a lover, like a husband and wife, for example? But if you already ask that things and you get the answer that is not what you expect from them, they say no, I just see you as a friend, as a having fun partner, and I still looking for the other people that can fit in with me and getting along with me. So you are not the only one. At least when you being honest with your feeling, there is probability that they can be honest with you also. They will give you the eye-opening answer. And after that, you will be shocked, but you will be realized that your feeling is one-sided, and it will help you to move on. It will help you to move on in a difficult way, in a hard way. But it will open your eyes and your mind that you cannot expect these people to have the same feeling towards you. You have to love yourself and choose to let go, and getting with another people who can give you the same level of commitment if you want it to be like that.
So I was thinking about when we are, let's say, when we are having sex or something without without words and without cuddling as well. So without chatting, maybe that's the best, not the best. Maybe that's one of the way for us to avoid falling in love with.
Or there is a
Yeah,
thing.
because you know that when people are falling in love, that's maybe about one of the way to fall in love. It's about the communication intensively. Like you communicate with me intensively, and then we can love each other. That's maybe one of the reasons. But when you cut them off, so I guess that there is no communication, there's no feeling at all.
It could be, or you can maintain the communication, but with some restriction. Like I will not communicate with them over above 9 p.m. So then our communication will not be so intimate, because people after 10 p.m. will be more vulnerable, and more honest about their feeling. They will talk a lot. It will lead to something more, can be, even though it's not always. So you have to maintain your restriction or boundaries in order to not involve in emotional feeling.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Livia. Mr. Tommy, go on, sir.
Thank you, Mr. February. Yeah, just thinking about this disadvantage into friends with benefit. Yeah, because my thinking is everything is always have benefit in the last word. It's have no disadvantages in there. Just advantage for each other, right? Because benefit will be delivered beneficial for both sides, I think, as long as you can manage the impact. Yeah, you can manage the result, and then you agree with that, and you are a member for that society, I think. Yeah, so benefit is always immersed in your relationship itself. So whether you are a man or a woman, I think for you that's decided to be as a member of society is only as advantage in there. Yeah, you know about the risk, right? If you having sex with someone without what we call without permission, and then without apa tadi? Yeah, without responsibility to follow up the result. I think, yeah, as long as you understand the risk itself, so it's giving advantage for you, right? Because yeah, I don't think if couple whether they are married or not married, it doesn't matter. If you having sex with someone and then you feel happy after that, so how come it can be state it will be deliver this advantage for moment, or it's like advantages for men separately? I disagree about that one. So if you agree with friends with benefit, it's always have advantage. And then the second one, my thinking is about the why people always are confused to having a relationship with commitment, right? Yeah, I think commitment is always it always happen if you have if you communicate, right? Because I don't know why people in maybe in Western they afraid to make a relationship, but they in the other way they state in business probably they state commitment is the must, is the king, right? So in that case, I think commitment is not immersed in their life. It's just like sweet in your lips, yeah. pemanis mulut saja gitu. So if you are a commitment guys, if you are a totally commitment guys, and then you immerse that commitment in your life itself. So I think it's you are not afraid for everything, even though it's whether it's for marriage or it's for having boyfriends or education, anything. So only advantage if you talking about friends with benefit, as long as you understand the impact. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. What if when it comes to unintended pregnancy, Mr. Tom?
Unintended pregnancy, it's mean like accidentally?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
question will be different.
Yeah, I think it's like a normal, right? You already got the result. You already happy after you having sex with your partner, right? So if the following result it's become negative for you or for your partner, how are you just thinking in the last, right? I think you need to be thinking before you doing, right? So that's the most important thing. And after you having the beneficial, and after you getting the beneficial from what you did with your partner, that how come you can complain? How come you can argue that women is just a victim, right? Women is getting the beneficial also. So it's like the result for what you already had. Just for if you are agree to do that, both sides. Yeah, if you are a victim for rape, maybe it's different cases, I think, brother.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tom, for your opinion. Mr. Lauliat, go on, Mr. Lauliat.
Okay, thank you very much. For this time, I just want to make sure. I just want to make it sure for these questions. For my answer is absolutely women. Women will get many disadvantages. I just want to mention one thing that the only woman can get this disadvantage for the just one. That is how let's say pregnancy. Let's say pregnancy. Yeah, when women get pregnant, how can men do? I mean, like we just fulfill our lust. We have no love each other. We just fulfill our lust. I know that we can manage, we can cover like by using condom or something like that, or just drink the pill that can make woman's can make herself doesn't get pregnant. Yeah, we can make it, but when we fulfill our lives, is like maybe they have something that big. I mean, maybe I just mentioned, yeah, I just say maybe they have big last, so that's why they just do that one directly without using any condom or something like that, or without consuming the pill, and just directly. And for disadvantage, and also for the woman, they will get the scar from maybe in on their stomach or on the misfeed or something like that. Many things that many disadvantages that the woman will get it.
Okay, it's interesting when you say that women yeah, will get disadvantages. Do you think that women has no loss? Oh, the research tells that the loss, yeah, let's say that women has a bigger loss than men.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I study about health, that's why I know woman has the biggest loss in society. I mean, you know that.
Yeah, let's say having sex. Okay. Go on. Thank you so much, Mr. Lalia. Now, Mr. Moonshine. Go on, Mr. Moonshine.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Febri.
Yeah, go.
So I will have different answer from the others. I think the one who most disadvantaged in friend with benefits relationship is the state, nation, because the program for family, the funding will decrease. It means that the politician will cannot corrupt the fund. And the second, KUA will have no more people asking for marriage and penghulu. And after that, also neighbor will disadvantage because they cannot gossiping other families. And also people will never pressure you to have marriage soon enough. And after that, also maybe humankind also will disadvantage because no more child, no more generation in the future, and then the end of the day will come to us. Amen. And yeah, serious answer right now. I think the most disadvantage in friends with benefit relationship is woman, because in our society the power relation between man and woman is this unbalanced. Man is powerful in our society, but woman is in yeah, for example, like the second class if we talk about colonization. And it leads you to for example, if you ask to justice or you request for justice, if you have some kind of sexual assault or something in friends with benefit, most of women will actually feel like they will never get the justice from government, from society, and something else. But men is just like yeah, just get away with just like nothing happened with the woman. And also, if you ever heard about quotes that kalau digembok buka oleh banyak orang artinya murahan, something like that. It's referred to woman, right? So it means that the most disadvantage in this case is woman, because in our new TPKS, tindak pidana kekerasan seksual, the bill, it says that if you not deliver, how to say it, if you let your virginity to a man, because they promise you to marry you or something else, it also can be going to jail. The man can go into the jail, because it means that you manipulate, just like Livia said, manipulate something like that. So I stand with my perspective that woman will have the most disadvantage in this case. And lastly, I think sometimes that I don't know if this is true or not, but when you have sex, actually men require request for more satisfaction, request more fun, request more desire or lust. But women, on the other side, after sex, they request love, they request commitment, they request your seriousness to be with her or something like. I don't know if this true or not, but a lot of my friends who have this experience, they keep telling me that. So I think there's something in this case we have to understand more and more. Okay.
Okay, so as a man, you don't feel that you get these advantages of having this relationship.
I don't know, but sometimes, yeah, just like my friends experience Mr. Sunshine when he relationship with no status with some girls, yeah, I see that sometimes it also broke the man's heart when when your feel uh, didn't get you didn't get the same feel from your partner or something like that. But actually in our society, I take general cases, right? So in our society, women, because of the power relasi kuasa, it's not balanced between men and women. So it means that, for example, like in our next RUU Ketahanan Keluarga, you will see that men and women, they already specify your job. For example, like men have to do work and earn money, and women have to how to say it, like mengatur keuangan and then taking care of your children, something like that. So it means that the power relation between man and woman is unbalanced, right? So yeah, I think that.
Right. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Moonshine. Well, wow. Yeah, Mr. Okay. Okay. Mr. Quiz, is it okay if I let Mr. Laviat give? Okay. Go on, Mr. Laviat.
Uh, Actually, I don't want to give my I don't want to add my opinion. I just want to make it clear. I just want to make it clear for the woman. I just want to make it for the woman. Maybe my previous opinion, maybe it can hurt your heart, but honestly, I just mentioned the disadvantage because I study about health. I can know well. Inshallah, I can know well about the disadvantage of women in friends with benefit. That's why I just means I don't mean to discriminate each other. I don't mean to underestimate women. I just mention the disadvantage that it can happen to women. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Laviat, for adding your opinion. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, because our okay, the time is up. Yeah, the time is up, and the discussion is interesting actually. But do we have a time to make one conclusion, maybe, Mr. Ku? All right. Okay, for you guys, wants to give your conclusion for tonight's discussion. Miss Livia, can you? Miss Livia, Miss?
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Go
Okay.
on.
Okay, the conclusion is like about friends with benefits. We do have a lot of definition about this, but in terms of in a sexual way and in a committed way, friends with benefit, of course, will have a lot of cons instead of pros. We could see that a lot of disadvantage will be happen if someone um, who has a feeling and the other doesn't have the same feeling, being together in this kind of relationship, like friends with benefit. But if both of them can make sure if they have the same purpose, the same expectation about not having emotional involvement as well, they will get the benefit. Yeah, it's such a cliche things, but you have to make sure that both of them have mutual understanding about what to expect. And if you can maintain that way from the beginning until the end, yeah, of course, it will be work for some people, but for the other or the rest of the people who tend to have emotional involvement in any kind of relationship and for having sex, especially religious people, they will not fit into this kind of friends with benefit relationship. So this is a very particular way of having relationship, and it is very exclusive. Only some people can going through this kind of relationship, not for all the people. Thank you.
Yeah, I do agree. All right. Thank you so much for Miss Livia. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Back to Mr. Cook. Go on, Mr. Cook.
Luke. Okay, thanks for how to say interesting discussion, yeah, essentially. But I didn't get any perspective toward the statement because I tried to make a new link. It should not be education must be free, but must be fee. It's such a slow. Right, yeah. But I enjoy listening to some experts told about their experiences based on its sectors. Okay. I don't really write several, I would say, grammatical errors and so on. Yeah, because I don't know, I was shocked to check that the Zoom is limited only for 10 minutes and it will be closed. It would be closed the 3 times, and I asked to the Lord to give the link unlimited. Okay, how to say penghulu? It should be head man, and mengatur keuangan it should be manage finance or organized finance. But I guess some of you, when you can speak English fluently, you try to how to say enhance your vocabulary or bank vocabulary and so on. The way to make your English colorful, not only by using one word to explore or to express many how to say many sentences or many expressions. Okay, thanks for the chance. Okay, it's only 2 vocabularies that I can say got it today, and that is immerse. What is the meaning of immerse? Yeah. If it should be verb, can be membenamkan. Yeah, I guess what I got it from the Lord, Mr. Tommy. Thank you very much. Okay, I guess that all of you don't mind opening your camera to documentation. I please you.
Oh, wanna say something, oh?
What?
Ah!
Is he your Lord? Is he your Lord? My God. Mr. Tommy, Mr. Satria, Mr. Laulit, Miss Akila, Miss Mawar, Miss Sophie, Miss Khadija. Hey, you don't show your Lord here. It is not parties, okay?
Wani.
Okay, I guess someday your Lord can be the investor. Okay, Mr. Satria, Miss Akila, Miss Sophie. Okay, we are waiting for you.
No, go ahead, Mr.
No,
Ko.
go ahead. Miss Akila, Mr. Satria. What is that? Hey? Do you have no jargon? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. 3, go. It is love or love or lust.
Love requires money.
Love and money
Love
cannot
and
be
money.
separated. Yeah.
Love and money for
Realistic.
Love needs money. Love needs
1, 2, 3, go. All right. Okay, once more. Freestyle. Well, backflip, it's okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Go. Mr. Moonshine is candid. Thank you very much. Okay, before we close the discussion tonight, okay, we have Kota community. When I say Kota community, yesterday you said tomorrow. Kota community.
Yesterday,
you said tomorrow.
All right, thanks so much
See
for
everyone. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.